So in my last video I talked about 3 tips for the first event of the ACFT, the 3-rep deadlift. My second tip and third tip kind of talked about knowing what rep scheme you should be using to kind of prepare for that first attempt, and it made the assumption that you kind of knew what your heavy single was. So today we're going to talk about finding a heavy single for the deadlift, which is very similar to the same progression that you would use for your first attempt in the event. So what you're going to want to do is obviously warm up properly for deadlifting and powerlifting in general, a solid dynamic warm up, and then your first lift you're going to treat it still as kind of a warm up. You should be able to comfortably do 8 to 10 reps, and then from there we're essentially going to rest we're going to rest for 2 minutes between sets and add weight and decrease the reps. So our next one we'll do only 5 reps, and we should increase the weight from there. Now if you want to use both of these first 2 sets as a warm-up, that's completely fine. So manageable weight, easily done with perfect form. From there we're going to continue to add about 10 to 20 pounds per attempt, go down to 3 reps, rest 2 minutes, and then we're going to do 2 to 3 reps, rest 2 minutes, and then from there we're going to make 1 rep attempts, and that should kind of help us hone in on what that single heavy should be. Still resting about 2 to 3 minutes in between each lift. Okay, so the last point here, number 6, if you fail, subtract about 5 to 10 pounds because you've been adding about 10 to 20 pounds each lift, and kind of repeat that process until you find what a single heavy is with proper form.